Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling Avengers Age of Ultron, or as I like to call it, the Avengers. The movie where we break stuff and create a killer robot by accident. It's the movie that made us all question whether Tony Stark should be left alone with a computer and a power outlet. So, let's jump into this CGI-filled roller coaster of destruction, character arcs, and a whole lot of daddy issues. So we kick things off with the Avengers raiding a Hydra base in Sokovia, which is basically Marvel's way of saying, we forgot to defeat all the Nazis in the last movie, so here's a cleanup operation. They grab Loki's scepter, which Tony Stark and Bruce Banner decide would make a great centerpiece for their evil robot experiment. I mean, who wouldn't look at a creepy, glowing alien stick and think, this would really spruce up our lab, and maybe we could use it to create an AI that won't definitely go rogue. And surprise, Ultron, voiced by James Spader, is born and immediately decides that the best way to bring peace is by wiping out humanity. Because, as we all know, nothing says I love peace like a good old-fashioned apocalypse. Now, let's talk about Ultron. He's basically Tony Stark's worst nightmare come to life, a sarcastic, arrogant, and incredibly murderous AI who quotes Pinocchio like he's auditioning for a role in a Disney remake. His big plan is to lift a city into the sky and drop it like it's a meteor, because that's totally the most efficient way to destroy the world. And his motivations? He wants to evolve humanity by eradicating it. Yeah, that makes sense, Ultron. It's like burning down your house to renovate the kitchen. But at least he's got some killer one-liners. I'm going to show you something beautiful. Everyone's screaming for mercy. Nothing like a little poetic genocide to lighten the mood. Enter the Maximoff twins, Wanda, aka Scarlet Witch, played by Elizabeth Olsen, and Pietro, aka Quicksilver, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson. They've got a bone to pick with Tony Stark because one of his bombs killed their parents. So, naturally, they team up with a homicidal robot who literally tells them he's going to destroy humanity. Great plan, guys. Who's your life coach, Loki? And then there's Vision, played by Paul Bettany, who's like the world's most overpowered android. He's created with a mix of Jarvis, the Mind Stone, and some really good vibes from Thor's lightning. His big character moment is lifting Thor's hammer, which basically means he's either incredibly worthy or the best party trick ever. Either way, the guy's rocking a cape and wielding an infinity stone in his forehead like it's a fashion accessory. Because why not? The action scenes are, well, there's a lot of them. The Avengers are fighting robots, fighting each other, and fighting their own personal issues. There's a scene in a Korean lab, a high-speed chase on a train, and, of course, the grand finale where the entire city of Sokovia gets lifted into the sky. Because what's more heroic than evacuating a city you've turned into a flying death trap? And the CGI? It's practically a main character in this movie. Explosions, collapsing buildings, and robots everywhere. It's like Michael Bay was the special effects consultant. But hey, at least it's visually stunning, even if it does occasionally feel like you're watching a video game cutscene with extra existential dread. Now, let's talk Easter eggs. First off, we've got that weird vision Thor has about the Infinity Stones. It's Marvel's way of saying, by the way, we're building up to something really big, so pay attention. It's a giant teaser for Infinity War that feels like someone spliced a trailer into the middle of the movie. Now, let's talk about the action. The fight scenes are top-notch, but they also make you wonder how Steve's shield is the most versatile weapon ever. It deflects bullets, boomerangs back perfectly, and even serves as a stylish accessory. Seriously, I want one, if only to block the negativity in my life. In that elevator fight scene, it's like Steve's ultimate "you picked the wrong day to mess with me" moment. It's also the only time I've seen someone win a fight against 10 dudes in a tiny space without spilling a drop of his protein shake. Now, let's get into those Easter eggs. First off, we get our first real look at Falcon, played by Anthony Mackie. He's got wings, he's got charisma, and he's probably the only Avenger who can keep up with Cap on morning jogs. I mean, it's about time Steve found a friend who isn't trying to kill him. And how about that Stephen Strange name drop? It's like Marvel's way of saying, don't worry, we've got even weirder stuff coming up. Little did we know we'd soon be seeing sorcerers, alternate dimensions, and a guy who wears a magic cloak like it's Casual Friday. The big twist, of course, is that Hydra has been controlling S.H.I.E.L.D. from the inside for decades, using a super-secret algorithm to decide who's a threat. Because nothing says world domination like nerdy data analysis and a list of people to eliminate. Honestly, it's like Hydra was just one PowerPoint presentation away from taking over the world. And when Steve and Natasha blow the whistle, They're not just taking down Hydra, they're dismantling Shield, too. It's like trying to kill a spider and accidentally setting your whole house on fire. But hey, at least they made a statement.
She got a body like a goddess, and she talks